that again.
Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. I just want to give a quick little introduction here and explanation on the purpose of this video and what you're about to see basically. So a friend of mine named Matt Crossman, he's a freelance writer. He wanted to do a piece about the Katy Trail. And in order to do that, he kind of wanted to ride from end to end to get a really good idea about what it's like and experiences that one would have riding that trail. He was looking for some people to ride the trail with him. I did it 3 years ago by myself at that point. So when he asked me to ride with him this time, I was actually quite excited to finally do it with some other people. So there was a few of us that went. Now I met Matt through a workout group called F3. It's a nationwide network of free peer-led workouts for men, and the mission of F3 is to plant, grow, and serve small workout groups for men for the invigoration of male community leadership. There's just a few little rules basically that all the workouts are free of charge. They're open to all men. They're held outdoors, rain, shine, heat, or cold. Are led by men who participate in the workout as well in a rotating fashion. So every time you go to the workout, it's somebody else leading it. And nobody has any sort of training or certification necessary. We're not professionals. And we always end that workout with a circle of trust. 3F stand for fitness, fellowship, and faith. The third F there, not necessarily defined to any one specific religion or faith system, but simply a belief in something outside of oneself. The majority of the people that participate in F3, it does have a Christian background for most of the individuals, but again, it's not defined to that one specific religion. So all of us that went on this bike ride, we're all part of the F3 St. Louis group. There's F3 groups all across the nation. I will post a link to that below as well if you have any interest in that. I hope you enjoy watching the rest of the video and see some of the pain that we went through over the course of 3 days. Today is Thursday, November 7th, 2019. It is 3 years and 3 months since the last time I rode the Katy Trail. That time was by myself. Great experience to have. Now I have some friends coming with me to do it, so it should be a good time. They're starting in Machens, which is the very start of the trail. Here I am in St. Charles. It's about 12 miles that way. Yeah, I didn't think I needed to go up that part because I already did it once before, and there's nowhere to leave my car. So left at the parking lot right down the way. So everyone's meeting here. Then we're gonna head out. First day is gonna be about 64 miles for me, about 77 for the other guys. And then day 2 is gonna be close to 90 miles, and then day 3 is 103. So the one major difference from 3 years ago to now is that I did this ride in August when it was like 95 degrees and hot and sunny, and now it's 34 degrees and cold and windy. So there should be quite of a difference in experience from doing this ride. But yeah, it's pretty cold, and I kind of want to get going, but I don't know where my friends are. They're still not here yet. Here they are.
Let's go. Let's go.
Like a $1,500 charge. But frogs, they were just
Everywhere, yeah.
Setups here.
Yeah, the Katy Trail shoes closed off.
So we got some sun now, much better, not as cold as it was before. Still not super comfortable though, but at least I'm not freezing to death. My toes were starting to get a little cold there for a while, as well as my fingers, but I think now that we're moving for a while, it's looking a lot better. So we're working our way up to Augusta, which will try hopefully stop and get us some lunch there. For Thursday afternoon in November. I'm not sure if they're going to be open or not. Okay, so we hit our first detour on the trail. This is right before Klondike's Park. You can see here. Awesome. So we got to go that way.
Yeah, this way.
And then through the park. So you want to see what it's like? Let's go on an adventure. Let's check it out. Hopefully it's pretty cool. What, you can't see? See the ground? Is that what you're saying? Okay, fine. Is that better? think we have a downhill coming up. Here we go. Coming in hot. Woo! All right, that detour through Klondike Park was pretty sweet. The climb kind of sucked, especially on the road bike with extra weight. But once you got to the top, it was really beautiful up there. You know, again, I guess that was a quarry they filled in or something, but very picturesque. Good spot to take pictures if you like. The downhill portion was pretty cool too. I wish there wasn't as many leaves because that could have gone faster. That would have been cool. All right, so I think we're coming up to Augusta now. 26 and a half miles for me, and 2 hours and 4 minutes riding time. Hopefully something's open and we can get some lunch. The Augusta Brewing Company is open, thank goodness. Joe said to say something inspirational.
Inspirational. We're living life right now. It's an adventure.
It's an adventure.
We're gonna remember this always.
That's pretty inspirational, I'd say. It's currently about 3:40 p.m. We have about, what, 20 miles left to go. I think we're all starting to get kind of tired because no one's talking anymore. We're all riding next to each other in complete silence. So 20 miles left and we'll be in Hermann, which we will be staying at a bed and breakfast. So it should be nice. It'll be nice to take a shower and kind of relax for a little bit, but almost there.
Nick, what are you doing, man?
You see what I'm doing? Where's that? I have a hole in my tire. Right there. The tube was poking out. Luckily
It's only
I brought another tire.
30 degrees out. Sun's going down. About to go into night mode.
This man who understands.
Recording. Nick's almost done.
Teamwork.
Honey Pot and
dream
Fluff.
There we go.
Going beast mode on that tire.
Well, you always bring a spare.
I didn't bring one. Sheldon supervising.
Okay, day one done. Total of 65 miles for me. 77 for you guys? 77.2. The last 20 miles, I'd say it was pretty tough. Started to get cold again. Toes started to get cold. Then it got dark. Luckily we had lights, but it wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be for the first day. And tomorrow is 90 miles. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. And then 103 on the last day.
Like, just hold it straight.
Beat it in the submission.
All right. Morning of day 2. Fluff is enjoying the sunrise. Don't be deceived, Nick Parker YouTube followers. It is cold outside, 19 degrees.
19.
Feeling okay. Legs feel good. Nick's butt hurts.
Yeah, of course it does.
So we'll see what happens.
So one great thing about this Airbnb is that included with the reservation is free breakfast at the Hermann Crown and Suites right down the street. So they have a full breakfast, biscuits and gravy, eggs, toast, fruit, pancakes. I mean, anything you can probably think of for a good breakfast. So we're gonna eat here real quick and then head out on our journey. I think right now it's 7:31 and it's 18 degrees. So I think we're gonna have a chilly morning, but it's supposed to warm up pretty quick. And hopefully by then it should be a lot more enjoyable. So stay tuned.
Are you gonna lock them? Probably.
Okay, so we're back on the trail. It's about 2 mile ride on the road from Hermann. Less wind down here, which is nice. But on our way to Columbia, about 88 more miles to go. Doesn't sound too bad, right? It's still cold, in case you were wondering.
right, we're about 10, 13 miles in. Still a little cold, but one way to keep warm is to drink water out of a flask. It's just warm water. That's all it is.
You've never seen anyone drink water, fire water?
What's up? Okay, we are 3 miles out of Kansas City. What am I saying? Jefferson City. I think I can see the state capitol from here. Nope, this tree's in the way. All right, so we made it to the North Jefferson stop. Just north of Jefferson City. There's actually there's a connecting trail that will take you up into the city if you want to. I think it's a few miles, but I don't think we're gonna do that today. Have you been wondering like what kind of food we're eating this entire time? Some of you might be, others probably don't care at all. The goo gels, these are really nice. Pop-Tarts are always good. Granola bars, Cliff bars. It'd be nice getting a real lunch today, but I don't know if we're gonna do that just due to the time constraints. So, I also have something to confess to you guys and my riding buddies. I was wrong about the distance. I don't know how I calculated this. I thought it was gonna be 90 miles today, but it's actually gonna be close to 80. In a way, I think that's a good thing, because now it's 10 miles less.
I know, but in what way would it not be good?
Exactly, what way would it not be good? It's awesome. It's almost like maybe I did it on purpose, but I didn't. It's 12:45, we've ridden 45.9 miles in 3 hours and 53 minutes. Average speed of 11.8. Some of you might be wondering what kind of bike setup I have on this ride. It's not the most ideal selection of a bike to take on this trail, but I am riding my road bike. I think I have 700 by 23s on there, which again, not ideal. 25s or 28s might be better, but this is the setup I have here. So I got a little pack there. That actually holds a lot of stuff. It's really awkward though, having a lot of weight hanging off the back, especially when you stand up and start pedaling. And the bike starts moving, you really feel that weight kind of shifting back and forth. Then I have a bag here, right in the middle there. It's nice holding a lot of stuff as well. But that's really all I got. And then a Camelback backpack with water and snacks, and that's pretty much it. Some of the other guys on the ride, they have more of a cyclocross bike, so it's got the bigger tires, more tread, a little more upright posture, a lot more comfortable to take on this trail. But it was either this or my mountain bike, and I was going for efficiency, so I figured that one would be much more ideal. And I took it 3 years ago when I did this, and it worked out just fine too. But you know, if I wanted to spend money on a new bike, I couldn't have done that. Would have been a nice excuse to buy another bike. We're always looking for excuses to buy other bikes. So that's the setup I got there, and so far it's been working pretty well. So if you guys are wondering, can I take a road bike on the Katy Trail? Yes, you can. Does it get a little bumpy? Yes. But this still works. So since we had some time to kill, I decided to do a little check over on my bike. I noticed my rear tire also has a hole in the sidewall and the tube's poking out. Right there. Can you see that? So I'm going to take this time and probably put some tape in there or something to keep the tube from poking out. And hopefully that'll prevent another flat from occurring. So I'm glad I looked.
Here's the man, the myth, the legend. This is the second time
It's a proactive repair.
we've had to do this so far. I'm here to help. This isn't even my whiskey, this is Nick's.
Doing good, Joe, thank you. All right, so I had a patch kit with me, usually to patch up a tube, but I'm gonna instead patch up the tire. This is really just to get me into Columbia, and then I'll go ahead and pick up a new tire there. Basically, this is the patch here. Put it on the inside of the tire, so the tube will press up against this and prevent it from poking through. Because there was quite a little bit of a bubble on the outside of the tire where the tube was sticking out. So, and that's what happened with my tire yesterday. It did the same thing. So I probably should have checked this before I left, but I thought they were okay. But anyway, so hopefully this will get me there, and then once I get into town, bike shop's still open, I'll just buy a new tire and then put it on. So I think it'll be good. Look at how pretty this looks. There's so many leaves though. Leaves everywhere. But it's nice, looks cool. Okay, we are 7 miles out of McBain, and this section of the trail was damaged by the flooding of the Missouri River a while back, and a lot of it is really loose sand. So all this weight on the bike, you're just fishtailing everywhere. It's just not, it's not good. So I really just want to get there. It's really, honestly, I'm getting kind of pissed off keeping having to deal with this.
Turn that frown upside down.
Joe's telling me to turn my frown upside down. All right, fine. You like that? Is that better? Okay. Hopefully it's not like this for much longer, but it's this is what we're looking at. See what I mean? It's a lot of that happening.
The river's pretty.
Yeah, at least the river looks nice up there. So we're riding along. Look what we come across. What's up, buddy? A doggy carrying a stick. Look at that. Happy dog.
Here we are, me and Fluff, trying to get ahead, get to the bike shop, maybe get some supplies for tomorrow while the guys catch up. Beautiful night, sun's going down, so it's gonna get cold, so we're trying to move. So we're coming up on a pretty pleasant sight. This is the McBain trailhead, as it means that we're almost to the MKT. Still pushing it to get Nick to the shop, because apparently he's just gonna pop every tire that he has.
I gotta get to the bike shop before they close.
At least it's pretty.
Gotta get a tire. Oh, here's McBain.
Good to be here.
Cutting it close on daylight, but we got lights, so we should be good to go. From this point on, that way, right over that bridge, we're gonna make a right where the MKT hits the Katy. And then from there, there's a bike shop that's pretty close to the MKT that we'll ride up to, get a new tire put on, and then head into Columbia from there. So we're almost done. About 9 miles left. Look at the sunset. Look at it.
That's what it's about.
We're now coming up to the MKT, which is the spur to Columbia. 8.8 miles until the end, which this trail is really cool because it drops you off right down in downtown Columbia. Okay, so day 2 is done. Total mileage 83.7. Riding time of 7 hours and 25 minutes. Average speed of 11.3 miles per hour. That took a lot longer than it should have. It's due to a lot of the trail conditions that we had to walk. But now we're in the Airbnb at Mizzou. M-I-Z! He knows what's up. So Joe and I went to the bike shop, Triathletics, right up the road from the trail. I was able to get a new tire, put that on. Got there about 25 minutes before they closed. So just in time, but we're good to go now. So hopefully I don't have to worry anymore about getting another flat like I did yesterday.
You saw an old friend.
I saw an old friend. I went to Moab, Utah, mountain bike with him a couple times. So that was pretty cool. But so here we are, an Airbnb. Pretty nice place right here downtown Columbia. Joe and I walked up to a little convenience store, got some snacks, got some beer. So when the guys come meet us, greet them with a nice cold one. We're going to dinner tonight, not sure where yet. Wait for them to get here, and then we'll make that decision and see where to go. Our friends are here. Let's go get them. What's up? What's up?
All right.
Welcome.
Hey, brother.
What's up?
Heart rate. When you text, I don't even know where to start. We're reading half of it. I know.
It's like, I am a big fan of it. I just wish they would make some changes, like, you know.
It's 5:15, day 3.
3 hours sleep.
It is so loud here where we stay in downtown Columbia. This is not a good decision. I don't think anyone got that much sleep. People coming home yelling. Go to the bar or something. The people across the hall from us were extremely loud. And my room was right next to the window, so I could hear everyone down the street leaving the bar at 1 a.m. So that was
I did
cool.
not hear Honeypot snore. So
That's the good news. We didn't have to hear Honeypot snore because we.
debunk that myth.
So Joe was kind enough to go to the store last night and get some food for us to make breakfast today. A lot of places don't open until a little later this morning, so we're trying to get an earlier start today because we have more miles. Trying to get to the ends in time so we can get home. So I think we're gonna make some eggs, toast. We got some bananas, stuff like that. So do a quick breakfast here and then try and head out on the trail at the latest by 6:30 today.
Going for it.
Get it. Look how great this guy is. Making us breakfast. That's so nice of him.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, it's about 6:45, day 3. Here we are in Columbia. Got a quick selfie photo before we head out. And then we'll hop on the trail. So 6:45, shooting for a 12-hour day. We'll see how that works out.
How many miles do you guys want to do today?
103.
103 miles. That's what we got, right?
104.
104.
And before I could even react, my foot fire flipped.
So Joe and I used to ride this loop quite a bit when we were here in college. It's about a 30-mile loop from where we lived, and you come by this big tree here. Guess what the name of the loop is? Big Tree Loop. I don't know how they came up with that name. This is only about 300, 400 yards away from the Katy that way. So if you're ever this way, stop by. So this is one of my favorite parts of the trail, in between McBain or Columbia and Rocheport. Over here to my left is the river. And then up here are the bluffs. So. Okay, so we're in Rocheport. There was a trail closed sign back there, but luckily we found on the Katy Trail website, someone posted a detour. So we're taking a couple of these roads up to Highway 40, and then that comes back around about 3 miles back to the Katy Trail. So riding through town, getting a nice little scenic route. Found Highway 40. A little bit of a climb here. A lot more cars on this road, which we're not used to the last couple days. See? Car. I don't like it. What up, what up, what up? We're in Boonville. 33 miles in, 70 miles to go. Okay, mentally stronger than I was earlier. Physically, about the same.
Right. Still in Boonville. One of our longer breaks of the morning. This is Nick Parker, aka Fluffer, in his natural habitat.
Tons of snacks around, just soaking in the sun.
This is actually his normal diet. Spirits are adequate. Legs are sore. Haven't felt our lack of sleep from our lodgings at the European Disco last night. Forgot how downtown Columbia rolls, which basically means bars shut down and you stay up till 5 a.m.
Yelling in the street.
Yeah. Very important things.
This last, I don't know, 8 miles. So I swear there's a slight incline. And it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's a real mental battle, because all you see is just a slight uphill. And you make a slight little turn, you think it's gonna be something different. No, it's the same thing. It's a slight uphill. I don't remember that from last time I did this, but it's really aggravating. So what's really funny is right after I was just recording that section about talking about how there's the same thing over and over and over again. As soon as I put the camera down, I see an opening, and now it's something different. So it's kind of reassuring, a little bit of a mental break now. So I feel a little bit better now that I don't have to stare at the same thing over and over again. Just got to Windsor. Windsor is 16 miles away from Clinton. Fatigue's really starting to set in my legs. My left one is actually starting to lock up a little bit, my left quad. And I've been pedaling mostly with my right leg to prevent my left one from locking up. It's like a sharp pain. It's not great. It's a mental battle at this point, really. Just trying to get through the last 16. Oh, guess what? We'll be rolling in when it's dark again for the 3rd time. Move! Move! There's a deer up there. We told it to move. It moved. Hey, guess what? We're done. 101 miles today. Somehow it was 2 miles shorter than we thought it was going to be. I think that was maybe the detour in Sedalia. So the last 35 miles, my legs felt like pure crap. And it was just a mental battle at that point. Every few moments, legs started cramping up. And man, all I could think about was getting to this point right now where I'm at. But the words cannot describe the amount of joy that I feel being done. The last hour was ridden in the dark, so it's kind of delusional at times because you can only see, you know, so far ahead of you, so you kind of get like this tunnel vision effect when you're riding down the trail. But we're done, and Joe's wife Megan was so nice enough to get us some food and some drinks, so time to celebrate that we did it. All right, so we're all changed, ready to go. The shuttle's here. We got our bikes in the back of the van. The Bike Stop Cafe in St. Charles actually runs shuttles. Just got to plan it ahead of time in advance, and so he drove out here, picking us up from Clinton, taking us back to St. Charles, and then we'll be all good from there. So long day. It's a very tough mental battle today, also physical too, but you know, the pain's only so much, and then your mind starts taking over from that point. But overall, I think it was a really good ride. A lot more difficult than 3 years ago when I did it. Maybe it's because I'm 3 years older now. I don't know. But it was great having a team with me, and I don't know if I could have done that by myself this time again. So, but great adventure.